Hello friends, I welcome you all to Board and Beyond, and today we are going to have second last session on polynomials, and this is lecture number 9A. A stands for assorted. That means you will have different kinds of problems here, right? Okay friends, so let's get straight on to the topic. I have just written down two equations here, two polynomials here. One is a biquadratic polynomial and one is a quadratic polynomial. Okay, we have to find the value of k for which this quadratic polynomial becomes a factor of this biquadratic polynomial. So this is the question, right? So friends, let's get going. And then before we actually start, I must tell you that the method which I have adopted here, or which I am going to adopt here, is that I will be reducing this biquadratic polynomial into smallest form, that is 4 linear polynomials. Okay, and then we will try to check which product of those two linear polynomials, or which out of 4 will give me quadratic polynomial of this kind, so that we can equate that and find the value of k. Right friends? So let's start it. Okay, so see, what I am going to do is that I am going to find out a zero or a root for this biquadratic polynomial, right? So let's say if x is equal to 1, okay, so what happens, my friend? If x is equal to 1, this becomes 2 and this becomes 1 and this becomes minus 14 and this becomes 5 and this becomes 6. So does it translate to 6? Let's see. 5 plus 6 11 plus 1 12 plus 2 14. Yes, it gives us 0, right? So once it gives us 0, we know that 1 is a factor, 1 is a root of this biquadratic polynomial. So once 1 is the root, that means x minus 1 is a factor. Correct friends? So let's divide this biquadratic polynomial with x minus 1 and try to reduce it to a cubic polynomial here. Okay? So let's start it. Right? So we need 2x raised to power 4, so I will multiply it with 2x cube. Okay? So this gives me 2x power 4 minus 2x cube, right? Minus plus, this gets cancelled, and this is 3x cube. I bring this down. This is a simple division process, friends. So 3x square. So this becomes 3x cube minus 3x square. Right? Right. Okay. Minus plus. So this gets cancelled. This becomes minus 11x square, and then I bring this down 5x. Right friends? So now minus 11x. So minus 11x square minus into minus is plus 11x. Correct? Right. So plus and minus. So this gets cancelled, right? 3x cube minus 14x square. Right friends? Okay. So this becomes minus 6x, right? Plus 6. Now I need minus 6 here, right? So minus 6x plus 6. This cancels. So now you see, my friend, what we have done is that with x minus 1 as one of the factor, we have reduced this biquadratic polynomial to a cubic polynomial. Right? Now what do we do is that we try to find out root here also. Okay? So let's take x is equal to 1. How much does it give? This gives 2 plus 3 minus 11 minus 6 if x is equal to 1. So no, not equal to 0. Let's take x is equal to 2. So this becomes 2 into 8, that is 16, plus 12 minus 22 minus 6. Yes, 0. So that means x is equal to 2 is a factor of this cubic polynomial. Okay. So x minus 2 will be a, x is equal to 2 is a root of this cubic polynomial. So x minus 2 is a factor of this polynomial. So x minus 2 is equal to 2x cube plus 3x square minus 11x minus 6. We will try to reduce it to a quadratic polynomial, right? Let's divide it. So 2x square, 2x cube minus 2 2s are 4, 4x square minus plus cancels 7x square minus 11x. So plus 7x. So 7x square minus 14x minus plus gone. This is 3x minus 6 plus 3. So 3x minus 6. This and this cancels. Now you see one more factor is for us is x minus 2. Right friends? Now this has reduced to a quadratic polynomial. Let us try to factorize it. Okay? Let's do it here only. So this is 2x square. See, product of the first and the last term is how much, my friends? 6x square. Right? Hope this is getting covered. Yes, 6x square is the product of the first and the last term. So option is 1 and 6 or 3 and 2. Okay? Anyone? Right friends? So anyone. So what do we do? 3 into 2, but sum will not be, 3 into 4. 3 into 4. So the sum will be, we can do that. Okay. So plus 4x plus 3x plus 3. The product is, sorry. So 6x, we will take 6x plus x plus 3, right? What happens is, product is 6, 3 to the 6, 6x square, sum is 7, okay? So let's take 2 here common, x also common, x plus 3 and plus 1 common, x plus 3. So 2x plus 1 and x plus 3. Right friends? So the other two factors are 2x plus 1 and x plus 3. Right? So now we have got 4 factors here. Now we have to wisely choose which two factor when multiplied will give me the quadratic polynomial of this kind. Okay? So let's do that also on the board only, here only. Okay? So it is plus 2x, right? So let's take x minus 1 into x plus 3. How much does it come? X square plus 3x minus x minus 3, right friends? Which is x square plus 2x minus 3. Now you see, this quadratic polynomial is of the kind of this, right? So equating this and this, we can say k is equal to minus 3. So k is equal to minus 3 is the solution for this problem. So friends, this problem has actually appeared in one of the examination for 5 marks. Okay, so little lengthier, but yes, good to solve. And then you could have scored 5 marks there. Okay. Right friends, so let's move on to the next problem. Right. The next problem says that we need to factorize f of x is equal to 4x square minus 5 root 2x minus 3. Okay, and we need to verify the relation between roots and the coefficient for this polynomial. Right, friends? Okay. So let's start it. So how do we do? How do we do, my friends? We will try to factorize this. Okay, the first and the last term. Okay, which gives us minus 12x square. Right, first and the last term. Now we need to break minus 12 into two parts such that those two parts contains root 2, because I must get root 2 here when I add or subtract. Right. So let's take root 2 here and root 2 here. Right. So what we have done is that we have taken out root 2 into root 2, that is 2 from 12. Remaining is 6. So we need to factorize 6 so that I can get 5, right, with a minus sign. So minus 5 minus 6 and this is plus. So what happens when I add these two root 2 taken common, I will get minus 5, right? And the product is 6 into 2, that is 12. So this into x and this into x. So these are my two factors, my friend. Right? So we can always write it as 4x square minus 6 root 2x plus root 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. Right, friends? Now see, when I am looking at this, okay, this two term, I am talking about this two. There is nothing we can take common out here, right? So I am just trying to tell you some jugaad so that you are able to finish it fast in the examination. Okay. So now only this term only I should get here. Okay. So what happens is, how do we get here? So 4 divided by root 2 is how much? 4 divided by root 2. Let's do 4 divided by root 2 is equal to 2 into root 2 into root 2 divided by root 2. So root 2 cancel 2 root 2. So let's take 2 root 2 x common here. So that this becomes how much? Root 2x. Right, friends? Minus, let's see, 2 root 2, this divided by this is nothing but 3. You are getting my point? How did I arrive at this? First you take this and then try to match the whatever is inside the bracket, you try to match it here. So for that you must divide the first term with the term which you have got here and then take that common out. Right, friends? 2 root 2x plus 1 and root 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. So this is x is equal to minus 1 by 2 root 2 and x is equal to 3 by root 2. Okay. So we have got our alpha and beta, friends, right? So we have got alpha and beta. Now we will verify the relation between roots and coefficients. So alpha is equal to minus 1 by 2 root 2 and beta is equal to 3 by root 2. Okay. So now to verify the relation between the roots and the coefficient, we know that alpha plus beta is equal to how much, my friends? Minus b by a. Okay. So alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Let's do alpha plus beta here, which is minus 1 divided by 2 root 2 plus beta is 3 by root 2, friends. Okay. So what do I do is that I multiply 2 in the numerator and the denominator. Okay, it doesn't make a difference. So I write it as 6 by 2 root 2 so that it becomes easier for me to take an LCM. Okay. So friends, I hope you have understood this transformation of beta from 3 by root 2 to 6 by 2 root 2. I have multiplied a numerator and denominator with 2. Right. Okay. So now moving forward, this is 2 root 2 and this is minus 1 plus 6, which is giving me 5 by 2 root 2. Let's see alpha, that is minus b by a from the original equation. Right, friends? Please concentrate here. So minus b, that is minus of minus 5 root 2. A is how much? 4. Okay, so this is equal to 5 root 2 divided by 4, right? And here it is 2 root 2. So friends, this can be always written as 2 into root 2 into root 2, that is equal to 4 into root 2. I will cancel one root 2 out. So 5 divided by 2 root 5 divided by it. Sorry, it was 5 divided by 4. So 4 is equal to 2 into root 2 into root 2. Okay. So 1 will cancel here, and then remaining is 2 root 2. This and this. Hope you have understood it here. Let me just, since for the benefit of all, this becomes 5 root 2, right friends, divided by 4. 4 can also be written as 5 root 2 divided by 2 into root 2 into root 2. Okay, so I can cancel it one out, and then remaining is whatever I have written it here. Okay, so we have verified that alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a holds good for this quadratic polynomial. Now let's quickly do alpha into beta, my friends. Okay, alpha beta is equal to c by a. Sorry. So what is alpha? Alpha is this, minus 1 by 2 root 2 into 3 by root 2. How much does it give us? So this is minus 3 divided by 2 root 2 into root 2, that is nothing but 2 into 2, which is equal to 4. Minus 3 by 4, right? Let's do c by a from here. C by a is how much, my friends? C is equal to minus 3 divided by a is nothing but 4. I'm so sorry. So friends, what we have done is that we have found out the roots for this quadratic polynomial, and we have verified the relation of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta for this quadratic polynomial. Right. Let's move on to the next problem. This is also an important question, my friend. Have appeared in the previous examination. So now the next problem says that we need to find the root for 6x cube, okay, plus root 2x square minus 10x minus 4 root 2. Right, friends? And it is given that root 2 is one of the root for this cubic polynomial. Right? One second. So friends, this cubic polynomial is given, and it is given that alpha is equal to root 2. Right? And we are expected to find the other two roots for this cubic polynomial. Right, friends? So let's get going on to this. So since alpha is equal to root 2, that is root 2 is one of the root for this polynomial. So x minus root 2 is one of the factor of this polynomial. Right, friends? So let's divide it with x minus root 2. This will be a little tricky division, my friend. So please be attentive here. Now I need 6 here, 6x cube. So let's do 6x square. Okay. So 6x cube. Now what will happen to this term? Minus 6 root 2 x square. Right? You are getting this point, friend? So minus plus, this becomes, this cancels. Now 6 root 2 x square plus x root 2 x square is nothing but I need to take root 2 common here. Okay, for the benefit of all, I will do it here. 6 root 2 x square plus root 2 x square. So I will take root 2 common here. So 6x square plus or else you can take x square also common. So 6 plus 1, that is equal to 7. So 7 root 2 x square. You got? So for the first time I just did it like this. Next time I'll just further continue, right? So this is 7 root 2 x square minus 10x. You got, my friends? Okay. So now I need 7 root 2. So what I will do is that I will put 7 root 2 and x I need it in square, so x. So 7 root 2 x square. Now this is plus into minus is minus. It becomes how much? 7 root 2 x. You all are there with me? Okay. So this becomes minus and this becomes plus. So this cancels out, but here is a problem. See, it is in the form of root 2. So how what is that we can do here, my friends? It is minus 10 plus 7 root 2. Okay, minus 10 x plus 7 root 2 x. So can we write it like this? Minus 5 into root 2 into root 2 plus 7 root 2 x. Okay, sorry, x is also here. Now taking root 2 x common, this leaves me with minus 5 root 2, right, plus 7 root 2. You are all there with me on this? I can take root 2 again common here. Okay. So this gives me minus 5 plus 7, which is equal to plus 2. Plus 2. One second. One second, my friends. So, sorry. See, friends, this is 7 root 2 x into minus root 2 is will be 14. I'm sorry, 14. So this becomes how much? Minus, of course, but 14x. Okay, right? Okay. So now it's all right. So this becomes plus. So this is 4x, right? Whatever is left, minus 4 root 2. Right, friends? Now what is happening is that I need 4x, so plus 4. So 4x minus 4 root 2 minus plus, this gets cancelled, right, friends? So we are left with this. Now we need to factorize this and find the other two roots, right? So 6 x square plus 7 root 2 plus 4, product of this 2 is 24x square, right? So see, I need to break 24 into two parts such that both of them contains root 2, right, friends? So for that, what I will do is that I will take root 2 here and I will take root 2 here, as we did it in the last problem. Okay, so I have taken 2 actually out, so remaining is 12. So 12 I need to break up into two parts. So let's break up like this. 12, 4 and 3. Is it all right? Right? Now introducing x in both. So these are my two factors. Okay. So let's write it here. 6x square plus 4 root 2x plus 3 root 2x plus 4. Right? Okay. So see, can we take anything common out here, my friends? At the max I can take is, so let's take nothing common. Okay, here let it be 3 root 2 x plus 4. Let it be like this. Okay, let me just make some space for me on the board. I'll just rub it off. Okay, so what I am going to do is I am going to take nothing common here. Okay, let me come. So this I am going to take one common, 3 root 2 x plus 4. Let it be like that. Now I want 3 root 2. So here I will take root 2 x common here. So 6 divided by root 2 is nothing but 3 root 2. 3 root 2 x, and this divided by this is nothing but 4. Friends, let me write it neatly here. Okay, root 2x common, so 3 root 2x plus 4 plus 1, 3 root 2x plus 4. Right? So this reduces to root 2 x plus 1 and 3 root 2 x plus 4. You got my point? How did I do it? I just wanted to retain whatever is there inside same, right friends? So that is why I did it. Now equating this to 0. Okay, x is nothing but beta is nothing but what? Minus 1 by root 2. You got my point? Equating this to 0, gamma is equal to how much, my friends? That is equal to minus 4 divided by 3 root 2. So these two are the other roots for this cubic polynomial, right? You got my friends? So this is what it is. And then what we can do is that, or what you can do at your leisure time is that you can verify the relation. Actually that was not asked in the question, but you can verify the relation, that is alpha plus beta plus gamma, and then alpha beta, beta gamma and alpha gamma. Okay, and then alpha into beta into gamma. You can verify the relation. So quickly can we write, just to recap on that. Okay, so I'll just write the relation. I'm not going to verify it here. Okay, so that is a kind of a small exercise for you. You can do that. Okay, so how much is it, friends? Alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. Right? Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma is equal to c by a. Okay, and alpha into beta into gamma is equal to minus d by a. You need to verify these three things for this alpha, beta and gamma, and then basically find it out from here also, and then you can do. Okay, so maybe we can verify one of them, alpha into beta into gamma, or else you do it at your leisure time. There is no problem on that. Okay, you can just verify it. So friends, with this I close this lecture number 9A. Okay, and there will be another lecture by name lecture number 10A. After that I will be posting 2 hot examinations lectures in the sense problem solving. Okay, one will be short questions and one will be long questions. One will be 1 or 2 marks each, which have already appeared in the exams and very likely to appear or reoccur in the examinations, and one will be 3 and 4 mark questions. Okay, so that has also already appeared in the examination multiple times and very likely to get repeated in future also. Okay, so friends, the reason behind taking polynomials in such a depth is that polynomials will not be used just in the polynomial chapter, right? This polynomial or this concept of polynomial will be used in multiple places in your studies. In the 10th standard itself, right? You will be using it in multiple places, multiple chapters, under different chapters, right? Sometimes in linear equation in 2 variable also you will be using polynomials. Okay, and sometimes finding an angle and other things you will be using polynomials. So that is why we have done in such a depth. And there is another chapter also by name quadratic equations. There definitely you will be using the concept which you have learnt here. Okay, so that is almost you can say 80% completed as of now without actually touching the chapter. Okay, so when we need to just do 20% on that. I just need to tell you the discriminants, other things. How do we find out the roots, where it is real, it is not real, or is it equal? Okay, so so this is the thing. So friends, with this we close it here. We will meet again in lecture number 10A. Okay, so till the time, be safe, be happy, keep learning with us, and if you feel that we have added some value to your education or to your understanding of polynomials, please do like and subscribe our channel. One more thing, one more important point, my friends. If you are searching for videos from Board and Beyond, so what you can do is that you can use this keyword and just write it on the board, Board and Beyond, and then you can write polynomials. You can search on Google or you can search on YouTube. If you search, then you will get all the videos listed on there. You can see it as per your convenience. I'm just telling you, I'm just requesting you that half an hour of your time per day will actually add value to your education and the way you take up the exam and the way you handle the questions in the examinations. Right, friends? So till the time we meet next, thank you so much for joining us. Be happy, be safe, keep learning with us. Thank you.